to my cat. Hopefully he doesn't talk too much. Welcome on Professional Movie Reviews. This isn't a movie. This is a TV show. It's called Game of Thrones Season 7. Fuck yeah! Alright, cool. So the way these TV reviews, episode reviews work, much like the movie reviews, except it's just me. I usually don't have anyone else with when I do TV reviews. Again, it's unscripted. I just kind of fucking go. Cat's gonna be making noise, even though I wish he didn't. But if I shut the door, he'd just be scratching and scratching and scratching. So, anyways, the way I like to do the TV reviews is I'm going to do a non-spoilery, quick little synopsis if you haven't seen this episode yet. And then I'm going to give my rating between 0 and 5 on my hands, like this. By the way, my name's Mark. And after that, then I'm going to open up the spoilery floodgates and spoil the shit and talk about the entire episode with zero regards on spoils. So after I give the review, you have my warning. Get the fuck out, because I'm going to talk about it if you don't want to know. Alright, let's do this. This episode's called Dragonstone. So it might be, you might assume it's about Daenerys Targaryen coming and landing in Westeros proper for the first time. Yeah, you get some of that, but that's not even close to what this episode's about. This episode's got a lot of shit. It starts off, again, no spoils, with a complete mindfuck WTF. There usually isn't a lot of cold openings to this show, and if you don't know what a cold opening is, it's when there's stuff before the opening credits. They don't do that a lot on this show. There's a couple of them, like the reveal of the Hound last year was a cold opening, I'm pretty sure. That was one of them. But there isn't really a lot, the one with Ian McShane. But yeah, there isn't a lot of cold openings, and there was one in this episode that was mwah, and I'm going to talk about that. Overall impressions, yeah, good episode. I'm probably just really happy because I haven't got new Game of Thrones for a while, so I might just be a little overhyped on this, or not even overhyped. I might just be a little hyped. So I like this episode a lot. Am I going to give it a 5 out of 5? No. There's definitely a little bit of performances in here I don't like, and they keep doing this thing with time in this show, and I get it. I get that you want the action to happen right away, and we don't want entire seasons of travel like we got in the past when this was following the book, back when there was a book, but right now we're past the books, and people can just teleport now. And I've talked about it before when I was reviewing last season. By the way, I reviewed Season 6 if you want to go back and watch that. But I've talked about the teleportation before, and it bugs me. People are just like, man, we should go all the way across the narrow sea and talk to these guys. Alright, we're all the way across the narrow sea. What's up? Come on, man. It takes a long time, and even if you go on the actual TV show, remember when it took the Hound and, Arya Stark an entire fucking season 3, to walk, not even the length, they didn't even make it to the north yet, or that far into the north, and then they went out to do other things. It took, an entire season. Nowadays, somebody can just be like, we should, literally take a boat all the way from the Iron Islands, which is on this side of the map, to the other side of the map, and do it in fucking 5 days. Or whatever, do it like this. Granted, also, they do not discuss time, so it's a little wishy-washy on that, but still, fuck it, it bugs me. Besides that, I don't got a lot of negatives. It's a pretty good episode. I'm gonna give it a solid, because I don't want to overrate this because I've been missing it so much, so I'm gonna give it a solid 3.75. There you go. 3 3/4. Fuck it. Alright, I'm going to actually talk about the show, so if you haven't seen this episode yet, fuck off, yo! Alright, cool. Starting off, I like to, let's start, I can't remember how I did it last year. Let's start north, and then work our way down, and then once we finish the continent, we'll jump over up to Dragonstone, and if anything happens all the way in Essos, which nothing did this episode, then we'll discuss that. Okay, so, what happened in the north? Let's just go right up. Conversation between all right, there was a nice little thing in the opening of John like talking to everybody. The winners of this episode, the people who actually kind of walked away with this episode were the women, specifically 3 women, and one of those women was Lyanna Mormont, was Little Wolf or Little Bear. She is so good. I like that actress, that little actress. Even when she doesn't say anything, she has such presence in her face. She's really good. And yeah, so there was and then Sansa's another person who, it was another person who totally owned this episode too. Sansa was really great. So there was a nice conversation between Sansa and Jon after his big speech where he made the Umbers and Call Starks, or was it just Starks? No, they're the Starks. Call Starks, whatever, like, Bannerman again. And I like that he did that. I get it. But also, this isn't Sansa's fucking, like, first rodeo. Like, he really needs to give her at least a little bit of fucking time of day because she knows what the fuck she's talking about. And it kind of does bug me a lot that, yeah, she probably shouldn't have interrupted him, while he was talking, but she made good points. He should have had a conversation with her before they went off to talk about everything else because she's a good fucking source of knowledge. She's a good consultant. She's a good advisor. He should be using that. And the less he listens to her, the more she's going to start talking to piece of shit fucking Littlefingers again. And yeah, then he's going to have an enemy in his own sister. So he needs to fucking use the resources around him with the advisors. And she's definitely a grand resource. And if you could fucking trust Baelish, he's a decent resource too, but I'd rather just murder him. Just to give credit when credit's due, Bella Ramsey is the actress who played Lyanna Mormont. You're kicking ass, little chick. You're great. I like it. So keep doing it. Alright, let's move south. Right down to the cold opening. I'm grabbing a cat. This is Al Capone. Wave. I'm wearing a dark shirt and he's dark, so you can't really see him. But anyways, what was I gonna say? So right under that was that cold opening at the Twins with one of the best scenes in, like, as soon as it started, I'm like, they're gonna do it, aren't they? Holy shit, are they gonna do it? And I knew it, and the scene was super predictable, but it was super good of just fucking killing the shit out of every fucking fray. That was awesome. And again, performance-wise, there are some performances that bugged me, but Walder Frey was so great, as he didn't play it like you normally play Walder Frey. David Bradley, who plays Frey, he like literally kind of teeters to Arya. It was great. Right at the beginning, he was very Frey, and the more they started drinking, she, like, Arya Stark, the character, not Maisie Williams, because he's acting this, but Arya Stark, the character, starts letting her guard down after they drink, and he starts letting Arya through a little bit in his acting. Fucking cool performance. I mean, it's probably going to be the only scene he's going to be in this whole, like, season, and I still want to give him a fucking Emmy for it, like, because that scene was really good. Alright, I'm talking forever. Let's move on. So, holy shit, Arya's here, and where's she going? She's going to fucking King's Landing. Everyone thought she was going to go up to the north for a nice little Stark family reunion. We don't get Stark family reunions. What the fuck show you think you're watching? We don't see more than 2 Starks together ever. Something's going to happen with Bran on his way down. He ain't going to fucking see his family. Whatever. Maybe he'll see one of them. He ain't seen them all. You don't fucking know what you're talking about. Whatever your name is. Douche. But yeah, so she's heading down. There was a nice, cool conversation with the soldiers, and I'm assuming those were the Lannister soldiers or soldiers for them. I'm assuming that they didn't go out and say it, but I do kind of like that they show that these soldiers aren't like just Gestapo horrible. They're just soldiers. They're just normal people. And she could have just slaughtered all of them because they work for the other side. She doesn't. And I really like that scene. It was a really special scene. I probably skipped... I don't know where the Brotherhood Without Banners are right now, but I probably skipped the scene. They're probably a little further north than the twins. But, all right, so we got Don Darien and Thorio Submer. I'm trying to remember all these people's names. The other Red Priest and the Hound. We had that great scene right there, and yeah, I get the point of the scene. I do, but I mean, in a pretty good episode, that was probably the biggest snore moment, and not just talking shit about those characters, but it was a simple scene. It was, I still don't trust anyone. I'm the Hound. I'm an evil person with a heart of gold. I'm the Hound. And then it's like, look at the flames. I hate flames. Look at my face. I hate flames. And then he's like, well, why am I with you guys? You guys like flames. I hate flames. They're like, look at the flames. He's like, fine, look at the flames. Oh no, dead people. Cool. I get the point of the scene. Moving on. Fine performances. You did okay. Maybe Don Darien. Maybe I'm being a little harsh on him, but again, on performances, I do have a couple I didn't like, and Don Darien was probably one of them. He really doesn't seem like he is, I don't know, not a big fan of those performances. But, okay, moving on. Sorry to call you out. You're a better actor than I am. Moving down south, so, all right, where are we going to be? Let's do Old Town's a little further south and King's Landing, so we'll do King's Landing. So, not a lot really happened in King's Landing. Enough happened. We got a conversation between Jaime and Daenerys and... Not Daenerys, Cersei. Jaime and Cersei. And, come on, Jaime. Be a little fucking harder on this bitch. She's an evil monster, and you know that at this point. And it really... I get that he's in love with her and all this shit, but it's like... Good God, I want to murder her. And he's probably going to murder her. That's what one of the big theories is. Either he's going to strangle her or Tyrion's going to strangle her. Somebody's going to strangle her, and I'm hoping it's Jaime. But, man, and I know we can't kill off one of the main villains now. I guess the Night's King's the main villain too. But come on, man. I'm fucking tired of Jaime just like, I'm mad. And she's like, but I'm Cersei. He's like, you are Cersei. I'm not mad as much. Still looking at you, though. Still watching you. But I'm not that mad. Fucking Christ. Give me a break. That's stupid. Because any person would realize that she's pure evil. And maybe he wouldn't kill her now, but he wouldn't just stand beside her in the throne room. Moving on to that scene. Am I forgetting his name right now? Euron Greyjoy. Trying to remember his name right now. Greyjoy, you know, the uncle, Euron Greyjoy, there, I figured out. Euron Greyjoy shows up. On the good performances, I really liked him in this. And I liked the Dead Mountain, Zombie Mountain a little bit, although I'm not a big fan of his helmet. I'm not a big fan of the way he looks. Honestly, he looks less threatening with that new armor. They should just have him all zombie-faced without a fucking mask on. Trying to remember Strong. Trying to remember the name that they give him. But anyway, Zombie Mountain. But yeah, so I'm gonna lean back in my chair like a throne. So cool conversation between Greyjoy and Jaime and Cersei, and they're like, "Why are we gonna trust you? This. You guys need a fucking army. Give me a break. You don't have anyone else on your side right now. The phrase just fucking died out. You don't have anyone else on your fucking side. You're gonna want the Greyjoy army. This is some stupid bullshit. Fucking trust him. Even if he's an untrustworthy motherfucker, let him kill your bad guys, and then you kill him. Like you always do, you Lannister fucking cocks." So, I don't know. As much as I liked his performance in that scene, it was kind of dumb when it comes to Lannisters. The Lannisters are really... They're probably And I'm not even thinking about it until now. They're probably the worst part of this episode, as much as I really like the character of Jamie and the actor. But, yeah, alright, moving on. Let's head down to Old Town. Let's jump on to the Maesters. So we get to see Sam, and there's this nice little, like, montage that almost gets, like, musical of, like, him, pouring out shit and piss and, like, and gagging. That was actually really cool. I liked it. Cool editing. It was kind of weird and funny. But anyways, it was like it was weird. It should have had a little bit more of a beat to it. But we get to meet a new character. Marwyn the Mage, or Archmaester Marwyn. And if you guys have ever seen the most famous books and TV or books and movies, and technically a play and spin-off movies about mages and wizards and warlocks, you would recognize Jim Broadbent as Archmaester. He was in the Harry Potters, and he's in a lot of stuff. He's going to be in a lot of these episodes. He's actually credited to being most of these episodes, so we're going to get to know Marwyn a lot. He is a character from the books, and he's going to be doing some cool shit. Not really a lot happened in Old Town. There was a nice little, at the Citadel, there was a nice little conversation between Sam and Gilly. I'm excited to see where it's going. I feel like Old Town or the Citadel should just be named, like, Exposition Town. Because every time we go there, we just learn shit. And I know it's a school, but yeah, it's literally, we're going to know what the fuck is going on through Samuel. Samuel's going to read books, and we're going to learn shit. Same with Bran. Bran has expositional powers. He shuts his eyes and learns the exposition, the future. I guess we kind of skipped Bran. He just showed up at the wall. Sorry, that should have discussed that right away. He is the furthest north, but not a lot happened. All right, cool. Let's jump over this way to Dragonstone. We're almost done, guys. To Dragonstone. Wow. Again, some cool shit. We discussed how there's a lot of the stuff that can kill the White Walkers that are in Dragonstone. So it's going to be super important. I'm pretty sure Jon Snow, I'm hoping Jon Snow, or at least, I'm forgetting his name right now, one of the best characters, the Onion Knight. I'm forgetting his name right now, but he's definitely one of the better characters. He's going to show up with Jon Snow, or just him. Somebody's going to show up down to talk to Daenerys, and they're going to join that army. I'm hoping that's the way it's going to go. But, yeah, I do like the symbolism of Daenerys walking by the throne that's in Dragonstone right into the war room. Because she's like, I have no more ruling. I did my ruling. We're warring now. I thought that was really cool. So, there you go. Not really a lot happened in that area. That was just a nice little show up. Yeah, that was it. Good episode. Like I said, 375. There was a lot of stuff I liked about this episode. I'm really pumped to see more. I'm glad it's Game of Thrones season, and also it's about to be Rick and Morty season. So I'm going to be moving soon, so the shit behind me is going to be changing. But I will be trying to do every Game of Thrones episode and every Rick and Morty season 3 when that's dropping pretty soon. So you guys are going to be seeing a lot of me, and we're going to be doing a lot of our movie reviews. So if you haven't been watching our movie reviews, we just reviewed I just reviewed the last Planet of the Apes, War for the Planet of the Apes, which I liked, by the way, and we did Spider-Man before that. Dude, check them out. All right, bye.